some of the types of physics that is involved in the sport of wrestling. This might consist of some of Newton's concepts, momentum, center of gravity, torque, different forces, things like that.
All right, let's go.
The move I'm going to be doing is a mat return. I'll demonstrate. Here it is. Step forward. Step forward. In this specific move, known as the mat return, you can see that I'm using a force to lift him up. I'm making him go over his center of gravity, which is also creating an unbalanced force for him while he's in the air. When he's in the air, he is very unbalanced. I can also be seen as the unbalanced force acting upon him as I lift him up, because he's not in motion, so obviously you can see one of Newton's concepts right here. As I am lifting him higher, I am also slowly letting off pressure to let gravity come into play and start to force him back down. I'm also using a little bit of my weight force to help him back down in order to make the landing a bit rougher. This is the main physics behind this specific move known as the mat return. Alright, second move I'm going to be demonstrating is a double leg. Come in here.
So the physics behind this wrestling move, which is called the takedown, we can see physics at work through Garrison's center of gravity. When Ryan picks Garrison up, he's moving Garrison's own center of gravity, which is located right around near about his waist, to the outside of support base, which would be his feet. If for some reason Garrison's center of gravity were to be lower, it would have been much harder for Ryan to take Garrison, topple him over. This would be because if an object's center of gravity's support base is low, then it is very stable. And this would have been much harder for Ryan to topple Garrison over.
The third move I'm going to be showing is a headlock.
In this clip, Ryan is demonstrating the headlock move, and you can see if you look closely that Oh-Sung is already leaning forward, which actually takes his center of gravity kind of out of his support base. But if Oh-Sung was standing up straight, then Ryan could actually lean it forward, kind of like put his arm around his neck and lean it forward a little bit, taking his center of gravity out of his support base, making it easier to topple Oh-Sung over.
That was the physics of some of wrestling's many moves, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I hope you guys liked it. I hope you learned a lot more about physics.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me